This might blow your mind, but the NBA media is kind of doing a victory lap on Rick Carlisle, the coach of the Indiana Pacers. And I think this is really, really interesting as we head into the finals on Thursday, because it kind of illustrates what stories and how stories get talked about in the NBA media, which I think is profoundly relevant, not just for the NBA media, but for how kind of media works in general. First of all, congrats to Rick Carlisle. He's an incredible coach. Um, and what he's accomplished along with, the rest of the Indiana Pacers team and general management office and ownership group is nothing short of phenomenal. Same thing for the Oklahoma City Thunder, man. Like, these are two unbelievable stories that deserve everything they've gotten, and we should all be celebrating. It's absolutely phenomenal. It couldn't be better for the NBA long term. Who gives a shit about the ratings and what they are this year? It wouldn't surprise me if they were fantastic, by the way, either, because these are the two best teams in the NBA right now, bar none, and people want to watch good basketball. But back to Rick Carlisle. A couple of years ago, when he was kind of booted out of Dallas, which honestly at this point, as a track record, is abominable. No Rick Carlisle, no Jalen Brunson, no Luka Doncic. I don't understand what this organization is doing on an organizational sort of standpoint. And it's ridiculous. I mean, honestly, I don't know what's going on in Dallas. They have had some really good things going for them, from coaching to players, and they just seem to keep botching it. And then, of course, Cooper Flag is going to Dallas, which is absolutely ironic and unbelievable and makes me love life that much more. But yeah, I mean, I think the narrative out of Dallas and in the NBA media in general was that Rick Carlisle and Luka Doncic didn't really get along. Rick Carlisle was sort of being banished to Indiana, and where he was going to coach a team that was going nowhere. And now we have Rick Carlisle in the finals, man, like 3-4 years after that, after zeroing in on a player, Tyrese Halliburton, that he wanted to draft, and now in 2022 traded for, who he built his entire system around, that led the Indiana Pacers back to the finals. This guy deserves a lot of props, and it's a complete 180 from the sort of narrative that was kind of coming out at the time, which is that Rick Carlisle and Luka Doncic didn't